Well, Abeer is a girl who's always been ambitious and active. And a couple of years ago, I won't say how long, I directed all that energy into sports. I discovered something called CrossFit, which opened my eyes to the whole new world of sports. And for me as Abeer, I think because I'm ambitious and I love to experience new things, I tried so many different sports that got me into running and into obstacle course racing and into just in general an active lifestyle. So that's a little bit about Abeer. Abeer, not in sports, I work in Dubai government, and I'm proud to be able to serve my government and Dubai in any way I can. Personally, from some of the challenges that I went through, I learned that sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone. For example, for me, training with women is absolutely phenomenal. It's just some trainers did not end up staying in Dubai. So I had to learn from male trainers, and that was something a little bit out of the ordinary for me. However, I go where the best are, and sometimes the best in certain fields, maybe men or women, young or older. And it's all about overcoming this challenge. You don't necessarily have to change yourself and the way you look to fit in. And that's the beauty of Dubai. Everybody here gets along. The only thing that I would say from my experience is give yourself time, figure out what your next step is, and you just be patient with yourself and you'll get there, you'll eventually get there. Setting goals is another skill that you will require to be able to achieve more, and you could surprise yourself. So that's something that I learned as well. Women in sports have a voice, and that voice is constantly being raised and heard. Women like Serena Williams, women like Manala Rustam, and others have been such a great example of how women can support others and other girls and other women in sports. That's what we want to see more of. And I think we're in a much better position now than we were a decade ago or 20 years ago. So let's use that and utilize on that and just have everyone see how sports brings together girls. It's very important for women and everyone in this community to look after themselves, because I feel like women as sisters, as co-workers, as business owners, as mothers, as our children, our daughters, they're the future and they're half of the society. And I always see how much the government supports and the leadership support, not just everybody, but specifically women as well. We all want to make sure that we reduce diabetes, we reduce cholesterol levels. We want to see everybody safe and happy. And when that starts with the mom or my sister or my daughter, then I know that we can continue. It's something that is sustainable, something that we can continue with and be a good example to other girls and other women. I've always wanted to contribute to sports and something related to women in sports. So recently I started a website called Women Play Sports, and I aspire and hope that it would be a platform for women to connect, specifically women in sports, whether they are athletes or they're just leading an active lifestyle or have a business in sports. So let's talk, let's collaborate, let's get together. And that's my goal with Women Play Sports. It's very close to my heart, and I do believe that if we come together, we'll be able to achieve more and more, and it'll only get better and better for all other generations in women and in sports. Living in Dubai, we know that we all have these different water fountains called Dubai Can, and that's all about sustainability. So when I'm going for a run on Kite Beach, I can easily refill my water bottle, and I don't need to go out and buy another plastic or single-use water bottle. So that's one thing that I love about Dubai. And another thing that I personally am doing right now is I don't just throw out my shoes or or my old sweaters, what I do is I try to donate them if they're still in good condition. And my last resort would be to throw them out. And I would love to, and I encourage event organizers to have bins in the morning where we can just bring our old sweaters and throw them out, or take them off before the run in those bins, and then just, continue running, where we can use all that to be donated instead of being thrown out or not recycled. As women, it's great to be competitive, but we do it in a friendly, competitive way. So show a lot more sportsmanship and just help each other out. Competing, let's leave that to the floor. But off the floor, there is so much that we can achieve together. I think that's something that we can all as women work on and communicate better. Don't be afraid to step out and ask questions. Like, for example, whether you're pregnant or post-pregnancy, is that something that you should look into for training, running, or anything else, being active? I think there's a lot more science and research in that area. So I think we could do better and maybe look at what the experts are saying nowadays in regards to training at all stages as a girl or as a woman. So fitness is not only in the gym, but it's in my daily routine. So one of the things that I would encourage you to start doing in order to have a little bit extra time during the day is wake up a little bit earlier, start your day fresh, and then you'll have a little bit more time to be more active. Take out your own groceries, maybe take out the trash from time to time at home. These little things, park a little bit far in the mall, and then, those extra steps count as well. Take a walk, a 20-minute walk in the mall when you're out shopping. Things like that also are part of your active living. Looking into moving things from one place to the other, maybe encouraging your colleagues to step down, take a break, 5 minutes, walk around and come back up. Things like that just make a little bit of difference, but every day you add to it and it becomes just part of your daily routine. A lot of people think of running as something exhausting. Actually, what's exhausting is, or what's more challenging is that first step that you take off the couch and start to run or start to walk or start to do any kind of physical activity. So I would say that if that's your struggle, just grab a friend, grab your sister, grab your mom, and just take a 10-minute or 20-minute walk and see how you feel. When you enjoy something, I'm sure, and you will enjoy this, I'm sure you will continue. Join us at Dubai Women's Run this November, where we will be running 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers, and 10. See you at the start line.